we're going to process this Veery we just captured. Came out of a net just a little ways from here. And it does have a geolocator on it, and it was previously banded. So I'm using this Pistola scale to measure the mass of the bird plus the bag. So I'll just make a note of that. And then take the bird out and measure the bag, and then the difference is the weight of just the bird. So I'm reaching into the bag here to get the bird out, and I've put my fingers around its neck and curled my hand around its body, and now I'm going to open the bag up as wide as I can so the bag doesn't get snagged on the bird, especially the tail. I don't want the tail feathers to be bent the wrong way. So now I've got the bird bag. I'm going to use my Pistola scale to weigh just the bag. Okay, that bag is 31.5. Actually, I forgot. I need to 31.5. I also need to take out the geolocator. So this bird here is previously banded. Notice it's orange, blue, silver, white. This bird is named OBSW. It's a combination I definitely recognize. I've seen this guy around for a few years. Now I'm going to read off the number on the band. 2291. (99482). 99482. This is a Veery. Bird, the status is 301. It was captured on May. Wow. Today's the 26th. And it was captured at 0610. This is a male. Actually, sorry, that's age is 6 and a male. Let's take a look at the CP. I know it's a male because this bird's been around for a while. So the CP is this area right down here. Can you see how it forms this bulge right here? That's where the male stores the sperm, and that's why it swells up. That's a pretty good size there. I'm going to call that a 3 CP. I did not see any molting. I'll double check the fat, but I didn't see any fat either. So the fat is, the birds store fat in a couple different places. It's the breeding season, so we typically don't see fat on the birds during the breeding season. But right up here, so when I blow the feathers apart, birds that have fat will show a little bit of yellowish coloring under there. I did not see any on this guy. And before I go any further, I'm going to clip off the geolocator. So here's the geolocator on the back. So typically what I find after it's been on, after the bird's worn it for the year, it's still usually pretty good fit with a little bit of wiggle room. So just what we would expect, so that there's a little bit of movement available to the bird as it moves around and adjusts, but it's still pretty snug. So I'm just reaching the scissors under there to cut that, what's called stretch magic, an elastic band that attaches the geolocator to the bird. So I've clipped those, and now I'm going to slide this off, and there it goes. A little bit of discoloring there. I don't know why it does that, but I've found that that's pretty common. It's just taking a peek up in the around the legs. So this is OBSW. I'm going to grab my note sheets and see. So OBSW, this is where OBSW was banded last year, 2019, and fit with a geolocator. He was just recaptured. Wow, let's see, not too far from there. Yeah, like right in, just a little bit south of there. Maybe just down here a little bit. So, not too far. He's in the same general area. Okay. So let's go ahead and finish with processing this bird. OBSW. Just going to set this to the side for now, and we'll take a leg measurement. So for the leg measurement, I'm going to use these dial calipers, and I'm holding the leg secure. So I'm going to measure from the tip of this notch of this bone here to the top of these toes, specifically that scale right there. And to do that, I'm going to press my fingers around the leg here to hold it steady but not too steady. If that bird wants to kick hard enough to get out, I'll let it, but I'm holding it pretty firm. So there, it started to kick, but not there. It was kicked strong enough to wiggle out. I like to allow it to move if it wants to, if it's that adamant about moving, but still holding it firmly. Okay. And then I read the value off the calipers. So that's 30. I look right there to the 3. It's past 30. So that's the tens place. So I got 30, and then I go to the dial. 30, it's past 1, so that's 31, and then to the tenths place is these smallest increments, and that's right in between, but closer to 3. So I'm going to say 31.3 millimeters on the tarsus. 31.3, and then I'm going to measure the bill. Bill. I'm going to use the calipers again, but this time I'm going to go up to the bill here, right in that nostril on the far side. Put the tip of the calipers right there. And I'm getting 9.8 millimeters on the bill. 9.8. The body mass, I'll have to grab from weighing the... Oh, yeah, so I actually want to put the body mass. I'm going to subtract out the weight of the geolocator as well. And this bird was captured in net 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Net 7. And 482. 482. Next thing I'm going to do is take the wing measurement. So I'm going to use this wing ruler. Just has a stop on the end of this. It's a regular ruler. And then I'm going to take the wing. I don't want to squish it down. I just want the the curve or the shape of the wing, and what's that straight line distance between the curve, the ends of the curve. And I'm going to read that off, and that looks like 101.5, I'm going to call that. It looks like I lost my pencil. 101.5. 1015. And then the tail. Man, this bird's strong. So I'm going to go between the middle tail feathers. I'm pushing the ruler right up to where those are inserted into the body. And then taking that maximum length there. So I'm moving them around a little bit to see that maximum length, and I'm getting 72.0. Wow, which actually looks short compared to that last male. That last male on there was a big one. And I'm not taking blood from this bird, but I'm going to check him for ticks. And I see some over the eye right there. So I'm going to carefully collect that tick right there. Actually, two of them. A little bit of ethanol in there, and two ticks off of this guy. Alright, so this bird's all set, ready to go. Big bird, big bird. Okay.